What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the latest Liverpool news video, and in this video we will talk about the Liverpool owners saying that Liverpool will be going for the Premier League title next season. Liverpool will be focusing on winning the Premier League next season, and also Jurgen Klopp saying that Liverpool are ready to spend big again in the transfer window. So let me know, what do you think Liverpool should spend in the transfer window? Do you think Liverpool need to sign one or two players if we want to win the Premier League title? I think we need to add some strength in depth to our squad, but I think Liverpool are ready to win the Premier League. With just a few small tweaks we can get to maybe a 95 or a 100 point season, and that could be enough next season in the Premier League, because I think Manchester City will be focusing maybe a little bit more on the Champions League and trying to win the Champions League for the first time in their history. And guys, if you enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like. I will have a brand new information in this video about a lot of different things, injury reports, and also what the Liverpool owner said and what Jurgen Klopp said about Liverpool spending big. Apparently Liverpool have 150 million pounds in the transfer budget, and news just came out that, for example, Tottenham broke their transfer record right now, signing Lyon midfielder Tanguy Ndombele for 65 million pounds. So we will talk about that a little bit as well. And when John W. Henry, the Liverpool owner who also owns the Boston Red Sox, was asked what Liverpool need to do to strengthen the squad, this is what he said. First, Liverpool, we need to get healthy. I think he implies that Liverpool have quite a lot of injured players at the moment. Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Lallana is coming back from injury as well. And the Boston Red Sox also won the MLB, which is the World Series of baseball in America. So at the moment the Boston Red Sox are the champions in the MLB in America, and also Liverpool are the champions of Europe. So it has been a great season overall for the Liverpool owners. And this is what John Henry said, and I quote, "To me, winning in Europe is bigger than winning in England, but I think it's true the fans want the Premier League title the most. I know we are going to be focused on winning the Premier League next year." I love that quote. That's the kind of ambition that we want to hear from the Liverpool owners, and I think Liverpool will go all out next year to try to win the Premier League. Maybe the Champions League will take a little bit of a backseat. It's always a big priority for Liverpool to do well in the Champions League, but maybe winning their first Premier League title in 30 years just will be, in my opinion, the top priority for Liverpool. This is what the Liverpool owner added, and I quote, "It's not up to me, but I would guess we will see more of Divock Origi next year. I think he brings something special. He comes with power and speed and brings in the goal scoring. I feel really good about next year. Our guys gave it their all from the first day of the season to the last. It's a long season. They played up to their capabilities and just gave so much effort. It didn't matter who the opponent was. They outran every opponent, and I felt they deserved to walk away with a big trophy. We walked away with the biggest one, the Champions League, so I'm very happy." And that's very, very good praise from the Liverpool owners, and I think it would have been a very, very big injustice if Liverpool ended up with nothing after the remarkable, outstanding season that they had. They almost missed out on the Champions League and the Premier League. It was still heartbreaking that Liverpool missed out on the Premier League, and the way that we did so by winning, Manchester City winning 14 games in a row, it was just devastating. But I think the Champions League is more than enough consolation, and I think Jurgen Klopp will try to do everything in his powers to win the Premier League title. And Jurgen Klopp said that Liverpool need to keep spending big if we want to keep up with other rivals, and other rivals will spend money, so Liverpool will have to do the same. That's just the market, that's how it goes. And Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said, "When the player is the right player, it is not important how expensive he is or how expensive he was. He needs to fit in the team. That's why we are paying the price for top players. This club will do what we have to do. The owners are ready for that. That was the sign for it. But it doesn't mean we only spend in this expensive category. So that implies that if Liverpool see a bargain, they will go for it, and we have done so previously. For example, Shaqiri for £12 million was a bargain, and he was a great signing. And this is what Jurgen Klopp said. It's all about timing, doing the right thing at the right moment. If the player is the right player, this club, Liverpool, will pay big money for that player. If it's not the right player, it's not the value of the player. The transfer fees only jumped in the last 2 years. After the Neymar transfer fee, the transfer market just went crazy. And also Jurgen Klopp said, we cannot say the exact numbers, but was it like 40 million for Salah? I would say that's decent money, but it looks like what's that? It looks like a smaller fee nowadays. Everybody asks Roma, how can you do that? That's strange. So in the end, 40 million for Salah turned out to be one of the biggest bargains of the last like 10 years. But in hindsight is wonderful. Nobody saw Salah turning up at Liverpool and scoring like 42 or 44 goals in his first season and 27 goals in his second season. But still, I think Liverpool is ready to spend the big money. But the crucial part here is, and Jurgen Klopp emphasized this many times, that Liverpool will only spend big money on the right kind of players. So let me know, which kind of player do you think Liverpool need? I think we need an attacking midfielder. We also need a winger who can slot into the Salah or Mane role if they need a rest or if they get injured or suspended. And I think we also need a young fullback to come in and be a Robertson backup or a Trent Alexander-Arnold backup. We don't really want to go into another season where just James Milner or even Jordan Henderson needs to play left back and right back sometimes. And also news came out that Naby Keita could miss the start of the Liverpool season after aggravating his injury at the Africa Cup of Nations, which is very, 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 very frustrating and disappointing, because Naby Keita shared a Snapchat story saying he's back home. So that means that his Africa Cup of Nations is probably over. It seems that Naby Keita actually aggravated the adductor injury that he picked up against Barcelona in the semi-final first leg, and I think he was rushed back. Guinea's press officer Mamadou Camara revealed this to the BBC. Yes, Naby Keita has gone for a medical consultation to Liverpool. As you know, he was the victim of a lot of heavy challenges in the game against Nigeria. So he consulted with the medical staff over there at Liverpool, and they asked him to come back for 2 days. The idea is that he is here to play in the last 16, but I don't think we can say he will play 100%. After so many heavy tackles, the coach withdrew him before the end of the match, and the day after he was examined here and he tried to do some training, but the medicine didn't help relieve the pain. He picked this injury up in the semi-finals of the Champions League, and he has been training and playing, but never at 100%. And we have to think about after the Nations Cup. I don't think he can play a full 90 minutes at the moment, but if he can start and then be taken off, that's a very good thing. The manager will have to keep managing him as he has been doing, and that's very frustrating. That Naby Keita looks like he will miss maybe the part of pre-season or the start of the season. And it was very, very frustrating in my opinion that actually Naby Keita even went to the Africa Cup of Nations, because even the press officer confirmed here that Naby Keita wasn't 100% fit. So why on earth did he play? If he's not 100%, don't play him. Yes, I understand that Naby Keita is the best player of Guinea, the Guinea national team, so they were probably under a lot of pressure to play him. But that just aggravated the injury even more, and that's the risk. Naby Keita had a very good, actually very good interview before the Africa Cup of Nations. This is what he said: Klopp knows how to treat players and help them. He always talks with everyone on and off the pitch and helps them to improve. He can make you give all that you have and even more on the pitch. People can see how he improved Salah and Mane, and I hope he can do the same with me next season. So Naby Keita actually is very optimistic before the season starts, and I'm really hoping that he can do some great things. And Liverpool will start their pre-season training very soon. Joel Matip, Fabinho, James Milner, Lallana and the recovered Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and also Nathaniel Klein will be in attendance, as senior players who are not involved in international duty will turn up at pre-season training. And then we will hopefully they will be joined by young players, and they will play the first preseason friendly against Tranmere Rovers on July the 11th. I'm really looking forward to it. It's just like a little bit over a week away for us to finally have some Liverpool games on, which I'm very excited about. And Alberto Moreno said his goodbyes to Liverpool fans. He actually posted a very heartfelt message on his Twitter, so let me tell you what Moreno said to Liverpool fans. And this is what he said: life goes in circles, and mine at my beloved Liverpool FC has drawn to an end. Upon reaching this point, I would like to thank the entire Liverpool family, my dear teammates with whom I have shared 5 marvelous years and who I will forever think of as family, and of course the owners, directors, coaching staff, doctors, physios and each and every person at the club. Thank you for making me a better footballer, and above all, the better person, for helping me to fulfill one of my childhood dreams by winning the Champions League, and in doing so to become a small part of the history of this great club. Finally, a very special thank you to the club's superb fans who always supported me. I wish you all at Liverpool FC the greatest successes. Wherever life takes me from here, I will always carry you in my heart and forever be a fan. So I think Moreno has also been like bitten with the Liverpool bug, if you like. He will probably be a Liverpool fan for the rest of his life, and that's very good to see. Very happy that Moreno posted this message, because it just shows that he has a big heart. And I'm a little bit sad that Moreno couldn't take more of an opportunity. He could have become as good a left back as Robertson, but it just wasn't to be. He just doesn't have defensively the capabilities that Robertson has, because attacking wise, like Moreno, I remember that he scored a great goal against Tottenham in one of his first games, and it looked like he was a very promising attacking left back, just exactly what Liverpool needed. But defensively, more often than not, he was a liability, but that's for another time to talk about. Good luck, Moreno, to your rest of your career, and I will be very interested to see where Moreno ends up. And let's talk about Tottenham announcing that Tengai and Ndombele signed for them, which is a huge signing, and I'm a little bit disappointed that Liverpool missed out on this guy, but we haven't been linked with him that much. But 65 million shatters Tottenham's previous transfer record, which was 42 million pounds for Davinson Sanchez. And this is a huge signing, because he signs a 6-year deal, and this guy, Tanguy Ndombele, was one of the most talented midfielders in France, one of the most highly rated midfielders, and many top clubs were after him. And after Tottenham not making a signing for like 1 whole year, 2 transfer windows, I think it was about time that the fans got something to cheer about, because they were getting like a little bit restless, I think, with Tottenham not signing anyone for a full year. Tanguy Ndombele, who is just 22 years old, has been compared to Michael Essien of Chelsea. If you remember, Essien also emerged from France, from Lyon, and he was a brilliant midfielder for Chelsea. And Ndombele is also a similarly built, very strong, big centre midfielder who can play in any kind of centre midfield position. So good luck to him, and it will be very interesting to see what he can bring to the Premier League next season. And many English newspapers, including Sky Sports and even the Daily Mail, are saying that Frank Lampard will be announced as Chelsea manager in the next 24 hours. I already made a video about Lampard becoming the Chelsea manager, so I don't want to go into details on that. Watch that video if you missed it, if you want to hear my thoughts about Lampard to Chelsea and what kind of risks that means to Chelsea. But it looks like the newspapers are saying that Frank Lampard will have a £1 million bonus clause in his contract if he reaches the Champions League with Chelsea, which means that if he gets top 4, he gets £1 million bonus. And I think that's a good deal for all parties, because Chelsea will probably get like minimum 40 or 50 million pounds just from entering the Champions League. And Lampard will sign a £4 million per year deal at Chelsea in the next 24 hours. According to many newspapers, actually Derby owner Mel Morris admitted that Lampard will soon take over at Chelsea. So I think that's almost clear confirmation that Lampard will become the next Chelsea manager. And I wish good luck to Lampard. He's a Chelsea legend, and I really hope that he does well for the sake of his legacy, because he has been such an icon at Chelsea. It would be a shame to see his reputation take a hit if he isn't a success at Chelsea. But I think he will get a lot more time than most Chelsea manager. Well, at least I hope he does, because he's a legend. So we shall wait and see how this Lampard Chelsea era takes shape. But I will be very interested in watching that, because I'm very interested in the Premier League, and there are fascinating storylines all around. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give you even more updates today, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.